The Rocky Mountain West, a land of vast open spaces and stunning beauty, a land rich in natural resources. The West provides American society and industry with the basic components to grow and prosper. The growth of this region is much more than a boom. It's an undeniable trend. Western cities and surrounding areas are among the fastest growing in the nation. The good news is the variety of our communities and the different lifestyles they offer make the West a great place to live and work, and a great place to raise a family. The even better news is building a better future for everyone takes power, lots of power. That's where we come in. We're the 8th District of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers.
I worked in the trade a few years non-union, and I'd seen the way that the older people were treated, the benefits and the advancement was based on your relationship with the owner. And I had heard from guys that were in the union, hell, you made your own way here, and your work's what kept you working. And I gave it a shot. I've been real happy with it ever since I've been in.
I wanted to become IBEW lineman because for a better retirement for my family, better wages, and basically because I have a say in, some of the things we do and that, instead of somebody always controlling me all the time.
The reason I decided that I wanted to be an IBEW lineman, a union lineman, is because that I liked their safety issues better, and it was pretty much all cut and dried. You had somebody going in and fighting for your rights, negotiating for your wages. Which before you didn't have that, you just got what you got.
Oh, I talked to some other union members, and they convinced me that union was the way to go as far as this trade's concerned, for free training, health insurance.
I had a better opportunity when I joined the union for growth. Training was the biggest part. My whole background with the non-union contractor, there was never ever any training involved with traffic signals. And there had to be a better way.
I'll tell you what, the IBEW has done a lot for me. Comparative to the non-union company that I did the same kind of work in, the benefits are incredible. The whole attitude of everybody out on the job is even a better atmosphere. Everything is a much better standard of living.
All throughout the Rocky Mountains, the United States and Canada, the IBEW accomplishes as an organization what the individual tradesmen cannot by themselves. We raise the standard of living in the electrical industry.
Collective bargaining, just by the name of it, tells you that it's a group of people working together to get a common goal accomplished. If you're a Terrell Davis as a superstar, you don't need a group of people going in and bargaining for you. But just those of us who are out there working for a living, and skilled tradesmen, we need to be able to put our ideas together and to come up with a collective manner in which to make our demands be heard and to accomplish our goals. And that could be improving wages, improving benefits, improving working conditions. Those are the type of things that we really need to be able to accomplish when we say collective bargaining, and that's what we can accomplish.
I think it's important when you belong to a union, you can look around, you drive nice cars, you live in a nice neighborhood, your kids get a good education. I think that all comes with union representation.
It's increased my lifestyle, the quality of my lifestyle quite a bit. I guess if I was still non-union, I don't think I would be where I'm at right now as far as owning a home and the vehicles I drive and the things we get to do.
First and foremost, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers exists for the good of its members and signatory contractors. It's a master plan that's working. We're growing in both membership and contractors who depend on us for a solid, professional 8-for-8.
We are getting what we pay for when we hire IBEW linemen. We know that they've been trained, we know that they can do the job, they know that they'll be productive and get it done right the first time.
The great thing about being a member of the IBEW is that it takes the mystery out of how much you'll be making on the job. You'll be allowed to plan a family budget with confidence. All of our contractors pay a scale that is consistently higher than what you would make from a non-union employer.
Even as an apprentice lineman, I'm making more money doing less work. As a matter of fact, they had me doing three different jobs as a lead operator for a non-union company. I was operating, I was taking care of the electrical part of it and running a crew. And I make almost twice as much money now.
Well, my pay scale when I was non-union completely pales to what I make now. I pay my monthly dues and then my working assessments, but I've got a much more comfortable living for me and my family now than I did when I was working non-union.
The wage is quite a bit different. I make about $7 more an hour than I did back at utility.
Whether you're a journeyman, lineman, traffic signal tech, apprentice, equipment operator, or groundman, you won't find yourself in a situation where you're asked to accept a pay scale that's 1 penny less than the amount already negotiated into your collective bargaining agreement. You won't have to worry about a boss playing favorites or a fellow worker trying to improve his own lot with the boss at your expense. With the IBEW, you'll be able to concentrate on doing your job, free from the emotional baggage and distractions that working non-union often causes.
Non-union, you have to practically pull teeth to get a raise out of, you go to your foreman says, yeah, we'll get you a raise, and you never see it. You end up having to go above his head, and they don't like that. So, yeah, working through a union, I don't have to worry about going in and asking for a raise. It's automatically there.
Well, it's just one of those deals, when you go in and ask for a raise, it's you against the employer. If he don't want to give you one, then you don't get one. And that's kind of the way it is. So then you go on and look for another job. So that's the way it was for a couple of years before I joined the local.
Walk me through what would happen. Getting a raise in a non-union contractor was a joke. It was a fight. It came down to whatever deal you could cut for yourself, how well you knew the owner, how well you kissed ass, and that was the one scene that drove me nuts. I couldn't stand that.
What the IBEW offers you is a choice. The choice of working for thousands of contractors across the United States and Canada, providing good wages and employer-paid insurance and pension plans.
You bet. All my kids really had what they needed and wanted in life coming up, in school age and everything. We were able to provide them with just about whatever they needed, within reason, of course. And my wife, we've had a really great life, IBEW wise. I just really can't say enough about it. It was one of the best things I ever did.
Opportunity is the hallmark of the IBEW. We know high-paying jobs don't mean much if few are available, but job security within the union goes hand in hand with the better wage. IBEW linemen get the good jobs because union contractors know filling them is as easy as picking up the phone.
Probably the biggest reason for calling and working union is the trained manpower that we get. We don't have to retrain or put somebody out there that we're not sure of, which is a big plus for a contractor in our type of work.
When you're a member of the IBEW, you'll also enjoy first-rate insurance and health benefits, a package paid for by the contractor.
Well, when I was non-union, I was paying $120 a week. It was good insurance, but that's way too much. I can't afford that. I'm a single parent with 3 kids, and I can't afford that. And since I've come onto the union and they've picked me up, it's paid for through my contractor.
The health care is just overwhelming. You don't have to pay for near as much as what you would with any other company. They really take care of you. As far as the benefits go, you pretty much, when you get sick, you go to the doctor and don't have to worry about having to come up with $1,000,
You hear these young guys talking about their health care. They had to pay so much a month for their health care, and all our health care is taken care of. That's over and above our wages.
The comprehensive medical, dental, and vision plans available throughout the 8th District cover you, your spouse, and all of your children. Except the small deductibles that are standard with almost all insurance plans, you'll not be asked to have all or even a significant share of your family's health care costs come out of your own pocket. Health care security is yours through the IBEW. Our plans include coverage for things from standard doctor visits and prescriptions to the types of serious illness that would otherwise bankrupt a working family that didn't have adequate insurance. The IBEW will also provide you with short and long-term disability coverage and a death benefit to your beneficiaries. These are just some of the benefits available to you and your family through the IBEW.
Well, it's been just about a year ago. I had a very serious illness and was hospitalized for 10 days, and one of those days I was in intensive care. So the hospital bill and all the other bills that go along with that stay amounted to right around $20,000. I was off work for 4 weeks, and because of those union benefits, the insurance plan, our amount that we had to pay was really very minuscule. They even helped pay for some of the time off that I had to take because of that illness. The amount that we had to pay, I don't even remember. How much, do you remember how much that was?
I think it was under $1,000 that we had to pay. And they took care of the bills right away. There were no hassles with it.
I had some non-union employers that would pay for my insurance, but if I wanted my wife covered on the plan, I'd have to pay $30 a week for that. If I wanted to add a child onto the plan, it could cost up $50 a week, and it just, the more children you have, the more they'd charge you. And that's a week, not a month. It adds up to a lot of money. With this, if I have 10 kids, they're all covered.
Well, maybe not 10.
Education and training offered through the IBEW and NECA, the National Electrical Contractors Association, keeps you safe and only enhances your situation as a valued, employable worker. Our training programs were created over 50 years ago and are recognized the world over as the industry's best.
You know you got your short circuit on your three-phase line. If you go ahead and put that equipotential ground on from your grounded bus bar below your feet up to the neutral, here's your hands touching the outside phase and your feet on the pole, okay? What do you got? Okay, that saved your life right there.
With our basic program, the situation is that they'll do on-the-job training, which is their normal work week. They have related training homework that will take place, and then 2 Saturdays a month they are required to go to school, and that's in related training and also pole yard training programs.
The apprenticeship school has been outstanding. We've had math training, and we learn about the electrical aspects of the industry. And then out on the job site we learn about laying the electric and also driving the trucks, things like that.
They're looking to put together an apprenticeship program because anything for traffic signal training didn't exist. So I was fortunate to be on the ground floor to help create a traffic signal program where we actually teach apprentices from the ground up in an easier way than what I had learned in my past, how to go about building traffic signals and troubleshooting them, putting them together in a safe manner, and giving the customer a quality product that they had long been after that they hadn't been getting.
After completing your apprenticeship and training under the watchful and helpful eyes of your instructors and journeyman mentors, your skill level will be recognized universally.
The training here in the IBEW is definitely a lot better. There are things that I had no idea about before, and since coming to the IBEW and going through their apprenticeship program, I'm very glad I made the change. There are things that I think down the road would have saved my life, in all seriousness.
In addition to our apprenticeship program, we offer a wide variety of upgrade courses designed to enhance your skills and help you keep pace with the rapid advancements within our industry. Whether you're a journeyman lineman or line apprentice, traffic signal tech or tech apprentice, whether you're an equipment operator or groundman, the IBEW and our signatory contractors have a need for you in the outside electrical construction industry.
I feel that the goals of the JATC are to provide the best training possible for the apprentices in our Mountain States apprenticeship program and to ensure that the construction industry has a pool of qualified people to do the work.
All throughout the Rocky Mountain West, the IBEW has a long and proud tradition of representing our members, and the dues they pay comes back to them many times over.
I'm totally comfortable. The benefits you get by paying your dues well surpass what you pay for your dues.
The dues as a union member here at this local are more than acceptable as far as health insurance coverage, all that's included, and I've had several municipal jobs and stuff before where the health insurance was a far greater expense.
My reaction to dues is I think that it's, I think it's good. It supports our union and everything else, and the union is what takes care of us. We have a better retirement through them, and basically I make a lot more money even with paying the dues than I did when I was non-union, not paying any dues.
With the skills and training one receives as a member of the IBEW, it's no wonder our members enjoy safe, long, and prosperous careers. Our pension plans ensure that when your days on the workforce are over, you're set to enjoy the type of lifestyle you so richly deserve.
What else would you have if you just was out here and spent your paycheck every week and end up at the end of the, say, 40 years, which I'll go out at about 41 years. There's no way Social Security is going to take care of me and my wife. This way I'll have 8 district pension, the union pension, NEBF, and so hopefully Mother and me can enjoy life a little bit after I retire.
Some of the older guys that have retired, they're making almost or as much as they were working 40 hours a week on retirement, and that's almost unheard of.
Because of an hourly pension contribution paid for by your employer over the years, when you retire from the IBEW, you can activate different payment plans that could include lump sum payments as well as a monthly payment plan. When you retire, you'll be able to look forward to receiving money from an 8th district pension, an 8th district annuity, an international pension, a national electrical benefit fund, and Social Security. Put them all together and you'll be able to get the most out of your retirement years, traveling, doing hobbies, simply enjoying life, free from financial uncertainty.
Well, I guess as far as retirement goes, for us it's still quite a ways off, and yet every year we get a statement of our retirement plan, what the union is setting aside for us, and over the last 10 years I've seen that grow to a substantial amount already, and they forecast it as to what you'll be taking home at the end of your career. And it's a very comfortable looking plan. I won't be afraid of retirement at all.
And without the union and without unions, think of what the lot of the working man would be. We know what it was 200 or 300 years ago. So you've got to have an organization of some kind to negotiate, to do a little representing of the individual. The individual doesn't have a chance.
But it's individuals who give strength to our cause. A strength that is recognizable, unmistakable. A strength born of pride, with a sense of professionalism and purpose. A strength evident on the faces of each and every union member who makes us what we are today.
We've all got a motivation here, and the most important part of it is do quality work and go home at night with all your pieces, and everybody's all concerned about that. And it's the most wonderful bunch of guys in the world. They don't make them any better.
I feel good about, being part of a brotherhood, not just being here by myself, knowing that, hey, that my brothers are wanting the same things that I want and that I need, and that together we can stand as one and back each other up and support each other.
I feel a real sense of brotherhood around here. I've had a lot of help after I came over, and it's everything I've expected.
I believe as a female in the trade, I've been accepted fine. I haven't had any problems, and I don't expect any.
Yeah, whether we're union or not, I think we all have the same goals. It's been my experience with the people I've talked to that we're just out there trying to make a living and provide for our families. Why not just drop down and see if it would be a good fit for you? We want you to be comfortable with your decision, and we want you to make your decision based on the best information you possibly can have.
For a new person coming in looking at the trade, if he's open-minded enough to at least listen, as opposed to having to go out to learn everything the hard way, if he'll take a look at what the union's about, what we can do for people, what we've done for each other, the contractors in our market, this is definitely the way to go. There's no question in my mind about that at all.
Oh, best thing that ever happened in my life was joining this union.
I take pride in my work, and I think I work with the greatest bunch of guys out here. And we come from all walks of life, too. It doesn't make any difference.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. More power to you. Want to know more about the IBEW? Please call one of our locals in your area. We'd be happy to talk with you in more detail and answer any questions you may have. If you wish, we can keep our discussions in strict confidence.
If you'd like, you can also reach us through our apprenticeship program or through the union line contractor in your area.
Thank you for your interest in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers.